Hey guys, Jeff the maintenance man. What are you doing with all this? These are the guns I have, and we're just gonna go with the pistols today for this video. I might make a review on the rifles, and then maybe another video on shotguns, maybe. But these are the pistols I have. Just doing quick reviews over what I found with these pistols, owning them for years, some this one back in 2000. The first handgun I ever bought was this Taurus Pro. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. That's how the order goes. So they're not in any particular order from best or whatever, but I have to say, they're different. They're all different. They're definitely different guns. You're like, damn, Jeff, I thought you did maintenance and all this. Well, I did. I'm trying to do a playlist of guns for people that are interested in guns. I've really these things have been in the safe for God knows how many years. I haven't been shooting in a long time. Maybe 2 years. I've not shot any of these guns in 2 years. Now, you know, the range right down the road too. So, anyway, they have all been safety checked and they're all unloaded. So before I start handling them, I'm going to pick one by one up and show you. Let's go ahead, and everybody knows this gun. It's the Taurus Judge. It is a multi-functioning revolver. We are unloaded. You might have saw the red light there. That's the Crimson Trace laser grip, which is slightly lower than where you're aiming at, but there's an adjustment for it. But who cares? At this thing, you're point blank range, and I'll tell you why. This is in your face. Get the heck away from me, and just boom. I wouldn't even recommend it for self-defense, actually. Yes, it would make a damn good self-defense gun. It shoots 410 shotgun shells. 410 shotgun shells, 45 long Colt. This is a Spear Gold Dot. And there's self-defense rounds everywhere. I mean, these are horny. These are the PDX ones, which has been rubbed off. They've been in there. They got 3 flat discs like slugs, and then 12 BBs inside of it. Excuse me. And again, the 45 long Colt. This is a Hornady slug. Pretty much 65 millimeter, blah blah blah, 2.5 inch critical defense. 410. I think this is another PDX one. Yeah, PDX one with a flat disc, and looks like another Hornady 2.5 incher. So that's like, and you can shoot bird shot, snake shot, anything. I mean, anything a 410 will shoot. This will shoot. So those are some of the rounds that you can shoot with the Taurus Judge. I mean, everybody knows this gun, and it's double action, single action, because a Taurus loves to do that. It also has a child lock. You have a little key. It's on my other keychain. But you can turn this, and you can't pull back the hammer. You can't pull a trigger. It just locks the gun down so a kid doesn't get a hold of it. But no problems there. It has the ejector to eject the rounds. Really hard long pull. If you are gonna just pull from, I mean, it is freaking 10-pound trigger pull maybe, and then it will fire. But when you cock this back, that trigger is hair like. Again, you can't open the cylinder when the hammer's cocked back, by the way. Well, you can. This thing needs cleaning or something. Anyway, maybe not. Maybe it's just me. No, I did that before. It's like it caught. Like, maybe that's safety. I don't know. No. So when it's cocked back like this thing is definitely just, it is tiny bit, maybe 2-pound trigger pull. I'm not sure. I don't know the exact stats on it. Somebody can call me out on that later. It has somewhat of a rear sight here, and then a fiber optic sight, and of course 45 caliber. So I need to get on with the other guns here. So that's Taurus Judge. Everybody's seen that one. These are in no particular order what I think is better than the other, because a gun is a gun that shoots, and it shoots good. This is the MMP Pro Core Series. I can remove this right here and put a red dot on it. It comes with like little plates and stuff. Many of y'all have probably seen this. Now you might be noticing the front sight on this is missing. I'd be damned if I didn't drop the dang thing in the sight. I was putting it in the safe one day, or in the range bag rather, and coming back from the range, and I went like this and just let it drop in there. It hit another gun that I had in there loosely and just went pop, popped the sight right off. So, and I've been having trouble getting the high sights for MPM Pro. Maybe somebody can post a link in the comment section below and tell me where I can get the original like high sights that match here to there, or whatever. So again, this one's unloaded. I didn't really want to do this, but quick takedown. There's 2 different ways to take this down that I know of. You release it to the rear. There's a thing down in here that you can get a screwdriver and flip down. Who cares about that? Because I'll show you in a minute. So lock it to the rear, flip the button down, pop it forward, pull the trigger, and it comes off. Just like about every other gun. Now, that little piece right there, all it does is release the sear. So you don't have to dry fire it. If you're one of those skittish people like, well, I don't dry fire any of my weapons, you know, but really you shouldn't, and that's how, you shouldn't dry fire 22 or rimfire ammunition at all. But modern day guns nowadays have thing to prevent the striker from going all the way forward and denting up your barrel so the cartridge won't feed reliably. This one came with 2 magazines, 2 different size grips. I have the smallest one on here. I got pretty small, kind of to medium hands, and it's whew, I tell you something. If you're shooting a 40 cal, you know the difference. You know it's not a 9mm. It is snappy, which leads me to the 9mm Taurus 24/7 Pro, the very first gun I've ever bought. It's loosened up quite nicely. This thing is loose, man. Just smooth as butter now. It's had thousands of rounds through it. This one you have to twist. You have to take out the pin, pulling it out. As you can see, all this is really easy to do. Pull the trigger and it comes apart, and you can take out your barrel and all that stuff. But I have had, since I've had this, some problems with it. Trigger reset problems, to be specific. And it's a little bit more of a pain in the butt to put together than all these other ones. Man. You know what? It's been a while, guys. There it goes. There we go. So, that's how you put together the Taurus 24/7 Pro. Again, it's Taurus. It's got a little child lock on it. Take that. Take your little key. It's got a little indicator. After shooting about a couple thousand rounds to this, the cover for the firing pin came apart, and I was getting no trigger reset. So it's got a long, lengthy trigger, all that feel right there, and then really smooth crack at the end. Or let's say the round didn't go off, you can pull it again and it'll strike. It's double action, single action. That's what I liked about this gun. But it has been giving me some, I think it's the magazine I got, just is doing something funny with the trigger. It'll stay about right there and I have to flick it forward to fire again. I was in a competition match. I might put up that video. You can see me flicking it forward, and they were about to DQ me because of gun thing. So speaking of competition, I used to shoot USPSA competition. I need to get those videos uploaded. The XD4D525. This sucker right here, long sight radius, long and just not so snappy because of the longer barrel. It is a 40 cal as I mentioned before. Dude, it's dirty. Wow. What, I never cleaned it after? Okay, that's been in there for years. But again, this thing, I'm not even going to take this down because the spring in this thing is like not in a spring guide rod or anything, but you can watch videos on there, you know, on the internet, whatever. It has a firing pin cocking indicator. Tell you that the firing pin is cocked. Round and chamber indicator on the top. Here, this will protrude outward. Most of your basic features, but really not that snappy for a 40 cal in this configuration. Like I said, the Smith & Wesson Pro, I just find this one more snappier. It's pow, pow. Just, you definitely know that you're not shooting a 9mm and you're shooting something hot. But fiber optic sights, this thing came with a whole kit. I'm not gonna go and pull out the whole kit and caboodle, but awesome gun also. Of course, Springfield Armory, you would assume that. Last but not least, well, probably not the last pistol, because I have another one that you're gonna find funny, but there's a funny story behind it. Remington, the 1911. Well, it's not a Colt, but smooth firing gun, but you know, you get into competition shooting and other things like that, and you know, of course this is a single stack pistol and all metal frame pistol, which makes it different from all the other semi-automatics that I have here. But you get into, like, there's something about just getting the OEM magazines or the actual magazines that go with the gun. Don't do that aftermarket bullshit, because this, for some reason, this gun likes the stovepipe, or it could have been the ammo. But shooting it in competition one day, I went with single stack and shot single stack, and I was just having so many problems, like boom, 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 and this is a 45 caliber 1911. It would, every once in a while, I would be click, click, trying to get the, you know, get the round out, boom, boom, causing precious time, even though I'm not even that damn good. But if I wanted to pursue it, I wouldn't use this for competition. You gotta carry about 17 freaking magazines on your belt too. Like, these will be all the way around your whole body there. Jeff the maintenance man, a little other side of me. Yes, I have guns. Yes, these are them. So far. Every once in a while, if I have the money, I'll go out and indulge myself into another gun, because I like guns. I'm not really infatuated with them or anything, but it's fun to get out there and you know, shoot, especially competition, shoot Coke cans or something. I do not like going to the range it's just, you know, you're shooting at a piece of paper, you bring it forward, it gets boring after a while. Once you get good enough with your weapon, it's just boom, 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 boom. You shoot 10 rounds, like, well, what the hell am I going to do now? You know, how am I going to get that group even tighter? You know, you could, but just not to deal with me. I mean, I've turned down going to the range like 4 times in the past, like, 2 years. But, yeah, it's fun, but, you know. It's funner when you can get outdoors and shoot Coke cans or something, or, you know, what I'd really like to do is find an area where I can do some ballistic testing, get some ballistics gel and stuff like everybody else, you know, on the internet, because I'm jumping off the bridge with you. If everybody jumped off the bridge, would you do it, Jeff? I damn sure would. Anyway, yeah, these are my guns. Not bragging. I mean, that this is it, guys. I actually okay, I'll lie. I actually have 2 more guns. I have a SR6 or SR9 Ruger, a Ruger SR9, and a Glock 17. But those are at my friend's house in Atlanta right now. But there they are. Oops, guys, bonus footage. I almost forgot. I told you I would tell you this is the most hated weapon. I'm going to say weapon, but it's a training pistol. Back in the day, this thing has so many memories behind it, man. It is a rubber pistol. It's rubber. It's for training. I got this, and man, there's so many funny stories behind this. Is gun disarmal movements and perfecting it. Me and my buddy one day was out there. I was like, hold on, I was like, I'm gonna show you. Well, don't be using real guns, you know. I'm like, I have a training pistol, you know. I would never use a real gun or whatever. And man, you can. You know, I learned all this stuff, like you can go like this and break somebody's finger, you know, and y'all probably seen that on the thing, you know, where you take and you grab the slide and stuff like this, and you go, wow, like, you know. And then it's just a funny story all around. We used to, like, counter move, and my buddy, he weighs like 100 pounds more than I do. So, it was just funny. I was taking them down, or how to do this, or even the gun to the back of your head, you know, and how to, like, you're on your knees and they're gonna execute you like this, how to get out of that. And you know, the bigger the guy is, man, the easier that move is. You take and you hold this, put it up above your head and just pull, and they'll either let go of the gun, or the weight, they'll fall towards you on top of you, and all you have to do is roll to the side. I can't explain it. It would be something that you would have to see and show, or whatever. Which makes it not such a funny story, but this is the most hated gun out of all of these. Because of the fact, all the bullshit, you know, you know, we would horseplay or spar with this thing. It was funny. It's just a funny story behind it. So there's the most hated gun that I have. Guys, it's Jeff the Maintenance Man. Stay safe and have a great day.